Hi, it's Hope and welcome to the video. This is going to be my review slash book talk slash me just kind of rambling about the book Legendborn by Tracey Deonn. And how this is going to work is first I'm going to do a little overall description of the book, and then I will get into more spoiler-filled things talking about the plot and more spoilery things that will be spoilers and that will spoil the book. I'm not going to go in depth with everything because I don't want this just to be an entire hey, here's what happens in the book, but some aspects that I like I will talk about, and at the end I might even talk about things that could happen in the next book that I'm excited for if they happen, or things that I kind of want to happen in the next book type thing. But Legendborn is about a girl named Bree Matthews who is 16 years old and just recently lost her mother. She ended up, before her mother died, applying for this program at this university that is for bright high school students that would come to the university and study for 2 years at the university, college courses, but also getting their high school degree as well getting college credit. And Bree and her best friend Alice get accepted into this program and they go. But the night before their first day of classes, they end up stumbling across that magic exists. Completely on accident. They were going to do something stupid that they shouldn't have done, and they end up seeing magic. They end up getting compelled to forget type thing. They end up getting compelled to forget. Alice forgets, but Bree does not. Bree ends up then meeting this boy named Nick, who knows where this magic is. He was a part of this group called the Order that knows all about this magic and controls all of this magic. So Bree convinces Nick to take her to meet this group, and she becomes his page as to try to become a part of this group and be accepted. And we go from there. Now I'm going to go into not spoiler things, but that I liked about the book. Firstly, I love that Bree is a black woman that doesn't take shit from nobody and knows what she wants and knows that she will fucking get it. I love that about Bree. I love this book so much, and I'm trying to figure out how to put it into words. But the way everything was written and the way that everything happened everything felt well planned out, and nothing felt rushed. Sometimes books can be well planned out, but then sometimes they can feel rushed. Sometimes books can be rushed and not planned out. Sometimes books can be not well thought out, but done in a right timeline. But this felt planned out well, and it wasn't rushed. Everything felt like it deserved to be in the place. There isn't a single scene that feels unnecessary or, oh, that could have been different type thing. Everything feels great. Now I'm going to go into more spoilery things, which first I'm going to go all over the place. I'm not going to go in a specific order, but I am first going to talk about the Order. And the Order is a group of people that are descendants of Arthur and the Knights and all of that. And Nick, who I mentioned earlier, is actually meant to be the kind of how do I describe this? If King Arthur needs to return, Nick will get his magic to complete the task. And there are different people in the group that will get I'm trying to remember the exact word, but will get basically almost summoned by whatever knight they are lineage to, and will get the abilities that that knight had back in the legend, which actually is real. The order is a very strict, very not liking outsiders, so when Bree comes in, they are all very skeptical because she's an outsider, and also everyone else in the group is white and Bree is black. Next, I'm going to kind of talk about the tasks and all that. So as a page, you have to go through tasks to then become I can't remember what it's called, I'm bad at this. Basically, there's these different tasks. You do these tasks to level up as a page type thing, to find out who's going to be the final page, and the tasks are good. I love, this is all over the place, but this is how my brain is working out with thinking about this because I love it. I'm going to switch points to a character named Selwyn, I think that's how you pronounce his name, who is a Merlin. And basically all Merlins are half human, half demons, who are the king's mages to whoever is to Arthur's heir. So Selwyn is Nick's king's mage, and the Merlins are very interesting people. Because of them being half demon, they have access to this thing called the Aether? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to pronounce it Aether, which is this magic type thing. There are things like hellhounds and all of that, and there's demons that are really cool. I don't know how to describe this really. I'm all over the place. Okay, I'm all over the place. But the next thing I'm going to talk about is Bree and her magic. She ends up finding out that she has this kind of special type of magic called rootcraft, which is linked to her ancestors. And basically it is the ability to, if I'm saying this correctly, is access her ancestors' memories and see things that they saw or did when they choose. And it is something that is we see her ancestors and all of that, and I find it really cool. The next thing I'd want to talk about is overall the diversity. The diversity in this book isn't amazing, but it's there. Obviously, we have Bree as a black main character, and there are a few other people in here who are people of color. We also have some people that are LGBTQ. There is a character that is, I am assuming, non-binary, because they are always referred to as they or their. I'm assuming that means they are non-binary. Assuming, I know, do not assume, but when that is the only information we are given, when they are the only person that are not assumed to, they are the only person that does not have gender specific pronouns. So I am assuming, I do not like assuming, but I end up assuming that they are non-binary. We also have multiple bisexual characters, as characters have mentioned that they have dated both girls and boys. And then none of the characters' sexual orientations are technically, specifically said, but a lot of things are implied, and a lot of things are oh yeah, these two are together, and they're two people of the same gender. So you'd assume. Again, I do not like assuming. I'm going all over the place, so now I'm going to talk a little bit about the ending. The first 50% of the book was good. The last 50% of the book was amazing. The very last couple chapters, it's just everything is so fast paced and everything's like, what the huh? And this is going to be the biggest spoiler of the book. But in the very last few chapters, it's revealed that Nick isn't the descendant of Arthur. Actually, Bree is, and she ends up getting called upon by Arthur and ends up getting Arthur's powers. That at the end had my mind blown. I think I jokingly said it at the beginning of the book. I was like, oh, what if Nick's not the descendant of Arthur? What if somehow Bree is? But then I'm like, that makes no sense, because there's this giant descendant board of how people are related and all that. And obviously Bree wasn't on it and her ancestry wasn't on it. So I was like, well, how? But then once everything's said, it makes so much sense. But yeah, I am already so excited for the next one. I'm like, give me, I need it now. But obviously this book technically isn't out when I'm filming this. I'm filming this about a month before it's released because I got an arc of this. And I am just gonna shut up and end this video. There is so much that I didn't talk about because I want to leave a chunk of it for you who is watching this to either read your own or to sound off in the comments on what are things that you like that I didn't talk about, or talk about something that I did talk about in this video in the comments in more detail, because I suck at remembering things and then wording things correctly. I'm sitting here like, why do I have a YouTube channel if I can't speak half the time? But you know what? I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye!